To order. And determined as a quorum, Commissioner Wardlow, Commissioner Vasquez, Commissioner Nettleton, Commissioner Flores, and myself, we have a quorum. Y'all please rise to the pledge of allegiance. Commissioner Wardlow, please do us the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Citizens' comments. I have no papers in front of me.
We have no minutes, right?
No, it was left off. Oh, it was, there it is. Yeah, but no, we have no minutes. Item 6, approving monthly reports from elected officials. A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0 vote. Approving bills for payment.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 8, discussion possible action to approve the auditor's report. A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. We're good.
Good morning, Judge, Commissioners.
We're good.
Yes.
All in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 9, discussion possible action on the following budget adjustments. A, $667.44 from District Attorney's Office applied to District Attorney's capital outlay for the purchase of one rolling ladder.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Nettleton. All those in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Item B, $3,159.27 from County Clerk's computer maintenance accounts to County Clerk's capital outlay account to purchase 3 scanners.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item C, $888 from purchasing copier expense to the following accounts: $100 to travel and training, and $788 to office supply. Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 10, discussion possible action on following certification of revenue. Gov Deals, $44,334. And it breaks down into fire, $20,485. Building maintenance, $14,432. Sheriff, $52. Precinct 1, $8,240, and Precinct 2, $1,125.
Motion to approve. Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. G, Texas.
I'm sorry, just a quick comment on that. We are in month, we're coming up on our last quarter. So if this is to go back to their capital, hopefully we don't have any issues with rolling it over or anything. Hopefully there's something that we can, unless you want to go somewhere else and then just reallocate it into the new
I'll amend my motion to put it back in the individual department's capital and allow it to roll over.
Second. That's not where we were going with that.
No, that's what we were going with. I don't know how you were going with it.
We have a motion and we have a second. All those in favor? Anybody against?
So now it's available, right?
Yes.
It is available, and I believe you get some sort of brownie points if you spend it before it rolls over.
Kickback.
Well, no. Unless you want to talk lunch, we can do lunch. I will purchase lunch at Wendy's, though.
Okay. Motion was to put it in the capital and let it roll over, right?
Yes.
Okay. We voted 5-0. B, Texas Association of Counties, $44,000 less the buyback amount of a 2022 Ram truck of $18,100, $25,999. We had done 2 different deals. They're trying to clean it up.
Well, right. And let's go with the first one. The 18 was command contingency, but that's going to have to be put somewhere. If we know what department this $18,000 truck is going to, we will budget adjustment the amount from contingency to whatever that department that is, and we'll just take it. So essentially, it is command contingency, but it's also coming out of that department that we fund.
We've done it in 2 different deals. One, we accepted the $44,000 and we set money aside from contingency, in order to make up the difference between the
So
44.
now we gotta send them a check back.
No. They're gonna give us a check, but we're just moving the 18,000, that we will give them out of the check.
Right, we do have to send the 18,000 back, which is weird. Usually when you do a buyback, they just send you the net amount. This time they did not send us, they sent us the gross.
They were wanting to do this all along, purchasing and, our auditor's office, but I asked them to bring it back because the court had said 2 different ways to do it the last go round. They wanted to do it like this, but they said it would be clean.
Okay.
Told them to bring it back to the court.
Now, in addition to that, the information that we have is it's gonna be, we're gonna need another 5,000 for the vehicle. So we're gonna check that out of contingency as well.
And that was already voted on.
Okay.
We've done it for 44, they took the 44. We took 5, whatever the difference was between the 44 and the new truck was gonna be taken out of contingency. That was done on one vote. And then like a week later, or the next meeting, we took $18,001 out of contingency to purchase it, to purchase the blue truck back. But, visiting with Melissa, y'all had thought last week was that it would be easier to take the first 18 out of the check, send it back, and this would be clean. I asked them to bring it back to the court so the court could vote on it because this is not what we discussed.
We took a real simple deal.
We did. All because we didn't get in there.
You have to rescind that,
Yes.
the first one, and
And there's nothing on it. So you bring it back? Okay. Y'all have a motion to table this one? I have a motion to table.
Well, we
have
can
nothing to
approve
rescind.
this,
Yeah,
we're just
let's
gonna
go
have
forward.
we're gonna have to rescind the other one at the next meeting,
and then just. put
so you don't have conflict.
Are we gonna be okay with that?
Yeah, we're okay.
Okay.
I'll make a motion to approve, not really sure what I'm approving, because we're moving money all over the place.
It's figured out. In the end, we're all at the same number.
Motion to approve,
I have a motion, Commissioner Appleton, do I have a second?
and Matt will figure out where the money comes from.
I have a second, Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against, motion carries 5-0 vote. And you're right, I thought the other one was the cleanest way to do it, but they did not, so. Item C, Grant County Judge Authority to sign unclaimed property capital credits for counties, request for capital credits.
Motion to approve.
Can you explain that, Judge?
No, not this one.
It's just the capital credits for the electrical co-ops. If it's not claimed in a certain amount of years, it goes to the county of the residents. If there's money available, it gets sent to us after the decade or so.
It's not really there, but we're gonna go and sign a paper that in case they find the money, they'll send it.
That is
That's
correct.
excluded.
All right,
All right, thank you.
have a motion? I need a motion.
I made a
Oh, did
motion.
you? I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against, motion carries 5-0 vote. Discussion, item 11, discussion possible action to approve the treasurer's report. This is the good one, we do need action.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Anybody against, motion carries 5-0 vote. Item 12, discussing matters related to COVID. Our numbers are growing a little bit. I asked this morning for a count, did not get one, so I don't have the active count, active amount of people today, but I do know that the numbers were growing from, 2 meetings ago. We're in the 50s and they were growing. But do not know that number for sure because I did not get it this morning. Anybody else on COVID? Nothing. Item 13, discussion on immigrants. If you'll notice, our numbers here, we are getting, not as many as in Quemado and Eagle Pass. We are getting some. I'm gonna go ahead and share with the court and throw it out there. You're okay with that? What you told me 2 days ago.
Yeah.
We have our first case of monkeypox from one of our immigrants. The individual is not in quarantine at the hospital, but is in quarantine. But we already knew that we had hepatitis, TB, chicken pox, everything else that was coming across already. But we can add this to the list of our first case in Valverde County brought by none other than our immigrants. So, if y'all have time, say a little prayer for our first responders and for Border Patrol and everybody else, because now that they ain't got enough to shit to deal with. Now we've got this also. But it's here.
So now they're gonna start busing them further into the interior of the United States, from my understanding, more so than they have been. Instead of releasing locally, they're gonna bus them into other communities around the United States.
That's what they said, Commissioner Nettleton, but until,
Well, no, yeah, until you see it, you believe it.
yeah.
Like I told the press, I mean, they're already doing that anyway, so I don't know if that's anything new.
And, you know, there's been a lot of talk and some videos about 11 buses parked there next to Motel 6 and this and that. You know, the numbers that they're hauling out, they're still just hauling out of 1 to 2 buses. And I'm not saying full buses, but they're still just hauling out 1 to 2 buses a day, out of here, that are going to Washington. I'm not saying full buses. Fernando Perez was real good about sending me the numbers on those, even those numbers have stopped. So you have to ask for them. You were getting daily reports.
But those are state buses.
Those are state, no, those are,
not federal.
no, those are state buses. That's paid by the state of Texas to take them to Washington or anywhere along the way that they want to get out. But either way, anybody else got anything on immigrants?
They're here to stay.
Yeah. Item 14, discussion possible action on the issuance of a credit card, gas card for Tommy Yeater.
Move.
Huh?
Motion to approve.
Okay.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Flores, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0 vote. Item 15, discussion possible action to update Alcoa Fuel Project, Texas CDBG 7220479, draw number 2 request.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
Right.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 16.
I've got a question on that
Okay.
one, since Carl's up there. Just give us an update on what's taking place here.
Yeah, so,
In the grant.
on the Alcoa project, I may just add that Melissa and Carlos and I have been in close contact with both Sanford Waterworks, for the irrigation and the grass contract, as well as Patmo for the electrical and lighting. On Friday, I visited with, Sanford Waterworks bonding agent. They called me and we visited and for them to understand exactly what was required for the contract for the grass and also for the irrigation. And so I shared with them the information that be required. And they assured me they were working through that process and would have that information to us hopefully this week. Once we receive that, and I did tell their bonding agent that I would go out to Sanford Waterworks and actually pick up the bonds and the contracts after they've signed them and deliver them over here to Val Verde County for the county attorney to review. Patmo has actually, they have sent to me all the signed pages for the contract and their insurance, but we're still waiting on them, or waiting on their bonds, their performance and payment bond in 100% of the contract amount. So as soon as we receive those, we'll be forwarding those to the county for the county's review. And then after the county's review, to have everything's in order to have the judge execute the contract. And at that point, we can hopefully schedule a pre-construction conference and hopefully move forward. Yeah.
Listen, where are we at on the dirt that I need to put in before these guys start?
Carlos just sent me the specifications, so I can go out for bids on those. And they'll be put out next week.
Any other questions on that one?
No, that's it.
Good. Okay. Move on to item 16, discussion possible action update, Rise Estate, San Felipe Pastures, Vega Verde Road Waterline Project, Texas CDBG 7219085.
The county has received one parcel shipment, delivery of materials. Those materials, the first parcel shipment was for Rise Estates. That arrived a couple of weeks ago. Melissa and Mario did an outstanding job of monitoring the delivery to make sure that everything that was delivered or was on that shipping ticket was delivered. And so, they have monitored that, and they're keeping track of that as well throughout the continuous deliveries. The first parcel of delivery is only about 6% of the county's total contract with Core and Main. And, so that'll be continuing and ongoing. It seems like that's an availability concern. I have reached out to Core and Main as to request when the next parcel shipment may be delivered, and I've not gotten a reply from them. So, that's continuing and ongoing. We have also coordinated and visited with the new property owner over there in San Felipe Pastures, and, had a meeting with him. And, we're working through that, as far as the water line easement. There is a partial, property there that, he's in the process of acquiring. It's about 20 acres, and so, he's supposed to make contact and finalize that hopefully. And, anyhow, we're working through that process. Once that's done, we'll be finalizing the easement for the water line.
And on these projects here, Carl, do we have extensions? Extensions?
Sir?
Extensions on these projects?
Well, right now, the water line project is good through January 23rd, January 23. If we get to a point, say, come around October, November, and it looks like we're not gonna meet that target, well, then we'll definitely, be requesting extension. I do believe on the Alcoa Field project, I think the termination date on that is in February of 2023, so I feel confident we may be able to complete those activities.
But these other ones, I think there's some concern because, like you said, we've only received 6% of our total, amount of supplies for the projects.
Yeah, and it doesn't look like the availability of those resources are gonna be any better, in the next months to come. It's, I'm being told now that anything with plastic or.
Yeah, no, and I mean, we're
There's a
waiting on the
delay.
same stuff for our personal projects also. I mean,
Yeah.
some of them are already paid for.
Right.
And we're being told 4 months, but
And, so anyhow,
we don't even know if it's coming. They're just saying 4 months.
we'll create that request, bring it before the court, and submit it to the state agency to request what additional time we may need to complete the project.
Have all the water line projects cleared the city?
No, we're still waiting on them to take it to the Public Utility Commission. Yeah, and Carlos is coordinating that with, Public Works over there at the city of Del Rio.
And we've talked to them and they said they're putting it on, but no, they have not put it on.
Any questions on that? Okay,
We don't need any action on this. It was just.
no, sir, it's just an update.
Item 17, discussion possible act to schedule a public hearing for Texas Parks and Wildlife grant application for Precinct 4 project.
Judge, I'll make a motion to schedule a public hearing next meeting at 9:30 in the morning, 9 a.m.
I'll second that.
Okay, and that's next Commercial Court regular meeting then?
Yes.
Okay. I have a motion, Commissioner, Flores, second, Commissioner Vasquez. The time is 9:30. Do you need anything else? The time and the date probably be part of that motion.
Part of that motion should be and I'll create the notice and have it posted on the county website. And also, post it 2 places, once on the county website and also on the bulletin board, the first floor of the Alvarado
How many
County.
days do you have to post it in advance? How many days do you have to post it in advance?
A minimum of 5 days.
Okay. Can you post your motion be for July 5th at 9:30?
July 5th, okay. I will, make a motion to schedule public hearing next meeting, July the 5th
Yes, sir.
at 9:30 a.m. in the morning.
Second, accept?
Second, accept.
All right. Any other questions? That's good, Carl? That'll work, Carl?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 18, discussion possible action to approve third quarter report for flood infrastructure grant.
Move.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Vasquez. All in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 19, discussion possible action to update women's shelter grant opportunities. Carl, were you looking into this?
Yes, sir. We met a couple of weeks ago, the team for the women's shelter had a very informative meeting. Went out there and toured the facility, and there'll be, I think, a continuing meeting in a week or two. Anyhow, when I got back, when kind of the dust settled after a day or two, I reached out. I got a really good contact there at the governor's office, and I reached out to her, and I requested if she had any information regarding a proposed application, grant application for a battered women's shelter in Val Verde County. And so she was very cordial and timely. She replied back, and there is an opportunity that currently it doesn't exist, but it will exist in the very near future. This opportunity is going to probably, it's a continuing and ongoing, it's an annual event. The announcement will probably come out in November. The timeline on this is a little different than your other border operation grants. And so the announcement she thinks it'll be made in November. It's called General Victim Assistance Grant Program. It's with the Criminal Justice Division of the Office of the Governor. The county is eligible to apply for that. There's no match requirement. There's no maximum amount that you can apply for. The minimum amount is $10,000. And funds can be requested for crisis services, advocacy, support, just a number of different elements there. And so I think as we continue this and we meet again here in the next week, 10 days, we'll share this with the team and anybody else who wants to participate in that, and kind of begin to gather our thoughts together to create an application here in the near future for Val Verde County, if that's still a consideration at that time for Commissioner's Court. We'll bring it back to Commissioner's Court at some time.
And if we were to go out to put this out for bid and we were to award it to somebody, Carl, that grant, we could still apply for it to still help run the shelter, I would assume, because it's still under our umbrella, right? We'll have to look into that.
Yeah, I think the consideration there would be that the county would be the applicant.
Mm-hmm.
And those monies would pass through the county as to whoever would be, may be the operator on that, and in addition to whatever services may be provided out there. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we would be responsible for their spending. So,
We'd be responsible for probably the programmatic and the fiscal responsibility of the grant. Yeah.
But at the end of the day, I mean, if we hired somebody to do it, they're gonna end up needing the money at least the first year to function. Okay.
Well, let's get some more information on it and see where we're at.
All right.
Yeah.
Any other questions on number 19? Number 20, discussion possible action to update the target range grant.
I visited with Davis Powell, and he's continuing on his proposed site plan out there. He's actually sent a proposed site plan that takes in sort of the acreage out there. There was a few elements that he would like to get some clarification on. And so we were going to propose to meet with the team on, if it was feasible, on June 29th. That'd be next week. I think that's on a Wednesday, if that works for the team, at maybe 10 o'clock.
Okay. She'll send us an email or something to make sure.
Yeah.
What the date and
I
time
don't
is.
know, would y'all want to meet here again, and then maybe if we had to go out to the site, we could, or we could meet here in the courtroom? June 29th?
No, I don't think we need a motion, I mean,
No.
because it's not really set in stone.
Right.
But we'll put it down, huh? I'm sure.
One of the things we need to do also, and we'll coordinate that with Melissa, is we still need to go out for qualifications to do the environmental assessment, now that we got it kind of nailed down where the facility is going to be and all that. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Any questions?
Any other discussion or questions on that one?
Thank you, Judge.
No, thank you, sir. Item 21, discussion possible action on MOU with San Felipe Del Rio Consolidated Independent School District for the use of 12 acres owned by the school district and located behind the 7th and 8th grade campus. The county and school district seek to partner together to develop a 12-acre tract of land for the use of as a park or practice field and/or other mutual agreeable use. Commissioner, you still want this?
Yes, sir, Judge. I had a meeting with Dr. Leos, and of course, I sent the legal description that, the school had sent me, I believe, Mr. Chapa. So, yeah, I forwarded it to Mr. Carlos, and, yeah, excited about hopefully, coming with an MOU, partnering with the school to, soccer fields, volleyball courts, what we can do there together, working together.
Okay. Is that a motion, sir?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I guess we'll bring it back for review. I mean, get that thing started and then upon review. That work?
That works.
Okay. I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Wardlaw. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 22, discussion possible action on property located on Railway Street that was purchased by Valverde County over 50 years ago and authorized to dispose of property in a manner permitted by law.
We don't need the property or anything.
No, it's actually a triangle shape. It's really weird shape up against what, Commissioner?
Yeah, it's a wedge-shaped, piece of property that I discussed with the judge. And,
Where is this at?
It's on Railway and I think Rodriguez.
Railway and Gutierrez right there at the end.
So we want to sell it?
So it's like a little.
A little triangle.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, let's sell it, any money generates, be put in, precinct 4.
Make a motion that you authorize the advertising for sale of this piece of property.
Second.
A motion, but not to go in at the money.
Not to go in.
A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye, 5-0 vote. Item 23, discussion possible action to install network camera system at fairgrounds to include 16 outdoor cameras for a total cost of $4,200.
What happened to the ones we bought? They don't work?
Yes. They do work?
They've installed, here, we get a report right here.
So he has 16 cameras, or actually 12, that are gonna be part of the bleacher area, or the grandstand area. We attempted to set some up in the 15th Street building to cover some of those problematic areas, but we have conflicting technologies streaming across that wireless network that won't allow us to do it. So by installing a new system, 16 port NVR on the 15th Street building, not only can you protect the entrances to that building, but some of the shed rows that follow.
So these are 16 new cameras. These are new, this is a new camera, new system above the other 12 that we already have.
That is correct. We can still unify the two, but they'll be split.
Money,
Make a motion.
where are we paying for it?
Out of the, should be operating budget.
Okay.
Second?
Yeah, they just got
I have a mo-
capital money.
Well, he took it out as operating. We're good.
Oh.
We're good. Yeah, we have a motion, Commissioner Wardlow, second Commissioner Nettleton. All those in favor? Aye. Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Now, don't. We already took it out of that one. Oh, my God. Item 24, discussion of possible action by the Vice County Engineer Carlos Bernardo to send a letter to the City of Del Rio with certification of no rise regarding practice fields on Kings Way presentation by county engineer. This is a package that was given to y'all a little bit before the meeting.
The city is requesting, because so that we meet the FEMA requirements, that we send them a letter that there is no rise, there's no effect on the, flood zone. Actually, we enhanced the flood zone with this project, but they are requesting a letter from us. Carlos has done all the work on the flood zone and the cross sections and the improvement to drainage along that Kingsway. So they're requesting us to send a letter. So what this is a authorization to allow him to send it. If you'll see from the packet what we're proposing with conjunction with the city, and we'll bring back an MOU once we work out the details, is to put some practice football fields and soccer fields along those open areas in Kingsway, so that the kids have a place to go play. I will make a motion to approve and authorize Carlos to send the letter.
I'll second
I
that.
have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. Any other further discussions or questions? All in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 25, discussion and possible action of approval to request funding from TxDOT for the extension of Amistad Boulevard. Presentation by, County Engineer.
What we're proposing here is to extend Onside Boulevard and tie it into Lenawee out behind Wright's Steakhouse. This would then connect for the people that live out there and for the school district to be able to move buses back and forth without having to go all the way around Highway 90. There's going to be, the feds have approved the infrastructure bill. There's infrastructure funding. We don't know all of the details on the breakouts yet, but we want to get up on the front end of being able to request funding for this. So I'm strictly asking for authority to request the funding. Everything will come back to the court before we sign anything. As you'll see in the map, this is a proposed route. It's not necessarily the route that we'll take. We'll figure that out once we get further into it. I will make a motion to approve, the request for funding.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second. Commissioner Vasquez. Any other questions? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 26, discussion possible action on appointing members to technical committee for the Laughlin compatible use study and set location, date, and time for the first technical committee meeting. First proposed meeting on June 28, 2022 at 10 a.m. at the Valverde County Library.
Motion to approve the date and.
You have a list, right? Yeah, we
have a
also
list.
have this in the package that they turned in,
And
the big
approve.
package in the very back for the technical committee.
Approve the attached list.
I'll second that.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
All right.
Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 27, discussion possible action on appointing members to policy committee for Laughlin Air Force Base compatible use study and set location, date, and time for the first policy committee meeting. First proposed meeting is June 28th, 2022 at 2 p.m. at Valverde County Library. That would have
Motion
been
to
the other
approve
list.
with the attached list.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 28, discussion possible action on approving new members to the Joint Airport Zoning Board members. We do have 2 members.
Make a motion to appoint Carlos and Tom.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, to appoint, Carlos Velarde and Tom Garcia. Motion was made by Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor?
All right.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 29. Discussion possible action to approve to add 4 Spectrum VoIP phones to our agreement for an additional cost of $72 per month and to authorize county judge to sign the agreement. 3 phones are for the district attorneys and 1 for the cabinet.
Move.
Second.
A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor?
All right.
Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Are we okay? Okay. Item 30, discussion possible action on action to rescind previous action under order 22-444, rejecting all bids for, bid number 22-08 for 1 compact loader.
I'll make a motion to rescind, that order, Judge.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 31, discussion possible action to award the lowest bid for bid 22-08 to Romco Equipment for 1 compact wheel loader plus the 5 years, 5,000 hour full maintenance extended warranty.
Motion to approve, Judge.
I have a motion, Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 32, discussion possible action to authorize county judge to sign contract between Valverde County and PMR Roofing Inc. Upon review by county attorney, PMR Roofing is the contractor for the removal and replacement of the roof panels at the Fairgrounds Horse Stall F, G, H, I, and J, the grandstands and the pavilion. Second motion, Commissioner Wardlaw, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0 vote. Item 33, discussion and possible action for approval to advertise for bids for the sale of property located on Railway Road, Darrow, Texas, in Valverde County.
Motion table, Judge. Second.
Motion Commissioner Vasquez, second Commissioner Flores. All those in favor? Aye. Motion, anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 34, discussion possible action for approval to renew a 60-month copier lease for the library in the amount of $211.27 a month with Toshiba Financial Services and authorized county judge to sign.
Second.
Motion Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez. All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Anyone from the audience? No. Motion carries 5-0. Wow, Melissa, that was an awesome job. Oh, my God. Item 35, discussion possible action to purchase 4 TVs with the full motion mounts for the 2 district attorneys, county court at law judge and county judge. Why do I want them? Estimated cost $1,880. Why am I getting a TV? Thought I had one.
Right, well, if you decide to put the cameras on the TV you have now, and you decide to watch the news, you won't be able to monitor the cameras.
Oh, so this is for the young ladies up front to be able to watch the cameras.
Well, I thought the TV was going in your house.
Oh, no, it's going up front. They're concerned about who's in the hall.
Okay.
Motion to approve, and we're taking the money from.
Pointing at me. Contingency, I don't have it fund for, or what, you're pointing.
For all the judges, I mean, we got,
Security fund or?
Do we have
money in
what's the
security?
balance?
We do, but can we just table this until after executive session?
We can do that.
Yeah.
That's fine. Motion to table.
Have a motion, to table Commissioner Nettleton. He's gonna clean it up, so it's really gonna be.
Well, the last time he cleaned up something. Took us 3 weeks to figure out what he did.
A motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor to table? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries, and we'll bring it back after executive session.
We hope.
Oh, you're gonna clean it up.
We won't understand it, but he'll clean it up.
Item 36, discussion possible action for approval of lease between Valverde County and Extreme Moto Circus on behalf of Jonathan Dominguez.
Motion.
Have a motion, Commissioner Wardlaw, you second. Second, Commissioner, Nettleton, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 37, discussion possible action for approval of lease between Valverde County and Lady Patriots Softball Summer Clinic 2022 on behalf of Ernestina.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0 vote. Okay, item 38. Is something flickering, is that me?
No, that's not flickering.
Flicker, huh?
Yeah.
Because I can't see and then. That's a little capture. Item 38, discussion possible action authorizing Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez to purchase from Northern Tool and Equipment an LED lake tower light poles, basically in the amount of $31,681.15 to be taken out of Operation Lone Star number 4376601 equipment line
I'll
item.
make a motion to approve, but is theirs the best ones on the market?
That's what we were able to come up with after doing all the research that we did.
They're the only ones available right now at AAP level. LED lights, I mean, they don't have those regular.
Well, I think Mr. Boyd was referring to like Northern.
Quality.
Yeah, quality ones.
Quality more than.
Well, they got $31,000 worth of quality.
I'm not talking about price, I'm talking about, well, this quality is gonna last us for a while.
Are the government, so that's what they're using at some of these, what was it, the fairgrounds, and they're using up at, these camps at.
And that's fine, I'm just.
That's what they're using. So what about the government surplus ones that they sell, that we get heads on everything? Now, those are used.
No quality there.
Yeah. About that. I'll make a motion to approve.
Have a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Motion carries 5-0. Item 39, discussion possible action to authorize county judge to sign the MOU with Texas Parks and Public Safety. For what? What's it for?
So this allows the purchase of items from the approved vendor list through the state interoperability coordinator's office.
Motion to approve.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Item 40, discussion possible action authorizing Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez to purchase from Northern Tool and Equipment a generator.
Second.
Have a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those, is this mine?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All those in favor?
Aye.
I shouldn't say mine.
I'll send you a picture. We'll send you a picture.
pictures.
It's gonna be right up there.
Like the light towers.
It's coming with a helicopter, but it'll be all right.
All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0. Discussion possible action, in case y'all don't remember, I asked for helicopters for the county. And he did the Liberty Mutual, and he did no helicopter. But I do have a little bitty one with my name on it that he bought for me in my office. His own funds, though, not with county funds. Item 41, discussion possible action authorizing, Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez to purchase.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all
We
those in
do all
favor?
these on the consent agenda. Yeah.
We tried that once before, and then we started splitting them out. Yeah. Now, we tried it actually when Judge Allen was here, she put them on, and then it was like item for item. Mm-hmm. And all in favor?
All right.
Aye. All against? None? Item carries. 5-0. Item 42, discussion possible action authorizing Sheriff Joe Frank Martinez to sign an emergency response interlocal cooperative agreement between San Felipe Del Rio Consolidated Independent School District, the City of Del Rio, and Valverde County, pending review and approval from county attorneys.
Will we get to see this?
So, I'd like to discuss, this item with you in executive session.
Motion to table. Motion to table.
Second. Motion, Commissioner Middleton, somebody said? I second Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against, we'll bring it back. Thank you. Item 43, discussion possible action to reactivate.
Motion to approve.
Sir?
Motion to approve.
Second. Motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Wardlaw, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against, motion carries 5-0. Discussion, item 44, discussion possible action, Texas Forest Grant for $20,000, a 90-10 grant, equipment for new Dodge Fire.
Motion to approve. He said he had the money in his bonus to do the match.
I'll second that.
I have a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0 vote. Item 45, human resource
Motion
report.
to approve.
Second.
I have a motion, Commissioner Middleton, second Commissioner Vasquez, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carries 5-0 vote. Item 46, closed session. Consultation pursuant to Texas Government Code A 551.071, parentheses 2, attorney-client privilege, B 551.071, parentheses 1, parentheses, contemplated litigation, C 551.072, regarding the purchase, exchange, lease, and value of real property, and possible action or possession thereafter. D 551.073, regarding the negotiation, contract, lease, and value of real property, and possible action or possession thereafter. E, regarding security devices, security audits, and/or security personnel. We're going to go into executive session. It is 9:45. So y'all will give us a minute, and we'll need the room. Thank y'all. Good job, 45 minutes. We're getting there. There we go. We're on. We're going to come back into session. We have a couple items to be tabled. Item 35, discussion possible action to purchase 4 TVs with full motion mount for the 2 district courts, county court at law, and county judges, and it costs $1,780.
Make a motion to approve and take it out of courthouse security.
Second.
Motion, Commissioner Nettleton, second, Commissioner Flores, all those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carried, 5-0 vote. Item number 42, discussion possible action authorizing Sheriff Bill Frank Martinez to sign an emergency response interlocal cooperative cooperation agreement between San Felipe Del Rio Consolidated Independent School District, City of Del Rio, Valverde County, pending review and approval. County Attorney's Office.
I really would like to see this before I vote on it. Y'all want to do something different?
You want to?
I want to see the agreement before we vote. That's just my opinion. If y'all want to approve it, what it is, that's fine.
I'll just bring it back to the court and then we'll get a final approval. I'll second that. Is that your motion?
David? Yes, sir. There's gonna be stuff in there, more than likely, general public.
Sure. And we can do it however y'all want to do it, but I would like to see it before I actually vote. And that's just me personally, or the court or whatever, but I would like to see it.
Is that a formal motion?
Yes.
So motion, Commissioner Middleton, second, Commissioner Flores, you said?
Yes, sir.
All those in favor? Aye. Anybody against? Motion carried, 5-0 vote. Item 47, Commissioner's comments. Do you have any Commissioner's comments? Item 48, judge's comments. I have none. Item 49, we are adjourned. Have a great day.